back to another video. You know, I have to ask, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? Have you looked in the mirror and told yourself that you're beautiful, that you are worthy? If not, stop this video, go ahead and do that, and then come back and we can get started.
Yeah, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how we did well on our top 3 clerkships. So that's pediatrics, internal medicine, and surgery. Hopefully, you can kind of get like a baseline idea of how you want to organize your study schedules. And from this video, obviously, take things with a grain of salt. There's one thing I learned from third year and step 1 and all that stuff. Not everything's gonna work for you. So if you find some resources in this video that really work, stick to it. Do not switch up.
Don't try nothing else.
But yeah, so hopefully this video helps somebody out there.
So we can start with, well, the surgery book is on top, so we can start with surgery. So just like as a general basis for these top 3 rotations, we always started out with online med videos where I know for me specifically, I'm a visual person, but I'm also an auditory person, so I need to hear it and I need to see it. And so videos are a great option for me. And I like to kind of like get through the information first and then like start doing questions.
Yes.
And so OME videos, very helpful. They're free, very inclusive. Like he goes into just enough detail, but not too much. Just enough that you need to know of what you need to know to do well on your clerkships, and just even like on the wards and like during your rotation. So I watched those. I tried to watch them in the first week, depending on how many videos there were. For internal medicine, there are a lot more videos, but also on online med ed, they have a schedule that helps you get through all the videos for each particular clerkship. So they have a schedule for internal medicine, they have a schedule for surgery, they have a schedule for pediatrics. And so I would either use that schedule or kind of like make my own and just like have it in time of like when I wanted to finish the videos, because sometimes I wasn't able to get through all the videos before I started questions or before like I did other things. And so just do that according to how long your rotation is. For us, our big 3 were 8 weeks until COVID happened, and like you know how that just messed everything up. But for the most part, the top 3 rotations are 8 weeks, and so we just like divided our course load amongst the 8 weeks. So yeah, start with OME.
What you're learning on OME may not be aligning with what you're seeing in the OR. So maybe watching videos over the things that you've seen in the OR might make things solidify as far as the test questions go. So definitely online med ed is the go for
and
that.
I had the book that accompanied OME because at first I was writing out all my notes, and then like as I started studying for step 2, I got the book that accompanies it. So it's like the whiteboard book, so it has all of the whiteboards in there and you can take your notes on the side. And I found that was really helpful for me because I didn't have to like worry about writing down every single thing that he was saying or like everything on the whiteboard as I was watching the video. I could just watch the video and take notes here and there over things that weren't written down. And so I feel like that helped me a lot. So I would recommend that if that's helpful for you. If you're the type of person who likes to write all the notes, go for it. But that took too long. And so I was like, I need to be more efficient. And so I really like that book. You know, it's really helpful. So you can get that to accompany you for the online med videos.
Second, we use Anki a lot, so you want to make sure that whatever you are watching on online med, you can retain it. So we use Anki as the supplement for that as far as repetition. So after Anki, we recommend doing practice questions to really see how you gauge information and how you're understanding the material. So we used UWorld, obviously. We had like a year subscription and we extended it because COVID was acting up. And we were pushing back our step 2 dates back. So we use UWorld for surgery as well.
You can start questions as soon as you want to. Usually that first week I reserved for watching videos and then I would start questions. Some people start with questions day 1 and that works for them. And that's cool because like as I was studying for step, I started doing that instead, but I had already watched the videos as well. So it was kind of like I didn't want to keep watching those videos. That seemed to be really helpful for me with step, and we'll talk about our step experience in like a different video and how we did that. But yeah, so you can start questions whenever you want to. If you want to start them the first week, you can, and just do like a few every day and then increase how many you do each week. Or you can use that first week to just watch videos, and then you can do a good amount of questions after that. So it just depends, but definitely have some type of foundation, videos, reading, whatever, Anki, and then questions.
And then once you're about 2 weeks out from your test date, do MBME questions. Those are helpful as far as just getting you in the testing mode, I guess. So those were helpful for us. We pretty much did all the NVMEs for each rotation, but specifically for surgery, it was helpful just to get an idea and to gauge like how much I really needed to study more or less or whatever.
And surgery is like an IM test. So I was not fortunate enough to have IM before surgery, and it definitely reflected. And it was just harder, like, because having that IM foundation first and that medicine foundation would have been really helpful for surgery. So if you can, I would recommend having IM before you have surgery. I mean, a lot of people don't, and they still do well. But for me, I wish I would have had IM first, even though like it still ended up well because I had IM last, and so like I was better prepared for step 2. Since that was the information that was freshest on my mind, so it worked out. But for surgery, it would have been nice to have that IM foundation first.
Yeah. So as far as books, I used Pestana.
I read this too.
Yeah, we used Pestana like the day for before. This. It's how many pages is this?
It's really short. This is one of the shorter ones. There's another one, Virgilio, that's a lot longer. But literally, if you're a reader, you don't like to do anything else but read, that's a book that you should read from beginning to end, and like that could be the only type of resource that you use to study. And if you do read that, it should be the only resource that you use besides like questions or something, if you want to do questions. But there's some people who just read and they do very well. So if you're a reader, Virgilio's is a good book. If you're not like that big of a reader but you still want to read something, this is really good and very short to the point.
This is 136 pages, and then they have 180 questions at the back of the book. So yeah, that was helpful for a lot of people.
And then for IM, we both use this. So as I was going through my online med books, I would take notes in here, and then also as I was going through questions, and there was something that wasn't in the online med videos and like something that I hadn't seen, I would write it down in here. And then closer to my IM shelf and closer to step 2, I would like go back and just review my notes that I put in here, because y'all, I don't like to read that much. And so like I didn't want to read this whole thing from beginning to end, so I would just read sections that I feel like I was weak in, or I would just like review the notes that I had written in here. But Step Up to Medicine is a goat.
Yeah, for sure. So those are like the main things that we did. For pediatrics, the only thing different, I didn't have a textbook resource to use. I just did Euro questions, and that was sufficient for me. Peds is usually the one that people score higher on. They say it's like one of the easier shells. So I just focused on online med at that point, Anki and questions, and that was fine for me.
And that worked for me pretty well. But case files is also good for peds.
Yes. This is what case files. This is an anatomy one, but case files looks like this. They have different colors.
They have one for like every rotation. And they're really helpful. And again, if you're a reader, really good. And then they have questions in there as well, so you can like work through those questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically what we did. Like honestly, the key for third year is just to keep it simple. Like you don't want to do too much, because honestly you don't have time.
You don't have that much time.
So you want to use the time that you do have efficiently and effectively. And so stick to one resource, stick to a couple of resources, and then just like know them very well, and you will be a-okay. Yes.
So as our gift to you, we haven't done a giveaway in a while, so we decided to do a giveaway for you guys. So you saw the Pestana book and you saw the Step Up to Medicine book. We'll be giving that away to a lucky person.
I'll have all the instructions in the description box.
Yeah. So that's going to be our giveaway for this video. Do we have a gem for them? Third year is hard. Third year is hard, not because of the information necessarily, just because of the adjustment period from second year. I know
you're tired.
And I know this year has been different for a lot of the third years, especially some of y'all might have gotten your third year pushed back. Y'all started late, but hopefully by this point, it's October. Well, by the time this video will be November. Y'all will have gotten into the swing of things, into the swing of clerkships and presentations. But hopefully you guys have been adjusting pretty well, and that you find some things that work for you. And if you haven't, this video might be a good resource for you.
Exactly.
So, all
right.
So don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Share with a friend or two.
Or 2 or 10. And we will see you in our next video.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.